Mic check, mic check. What's going on, world? You already know it's your boy SB, and I'd like to welcome you back to episode 68 of season 5 of the Roll Up Podcast. As always, before we get started, I just want to kick off the episode by saying thank you to each and every one of y'all that have been locked in to the campaign this year. Thank you so much for allowing this platform to be a beacon of motivation and inspiration to you as you make the journey towards your goals and your dreams and your expectations of your life. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every day without y'all support, and it really means a lot to me. So again, thank you for each and every one of y'all that's been motivating me to continue motivating me, to continue to just be who I am and let my light shine and continue to be that positive beacon that I aspire to be. But first, as always, man, y'all know we gotta handle some business first before we dive into the content. So, we gotta take care of that first. So I want to extend an invitation to all who haven't done so already to be sure to subscribe to the campaign on all major platforms. Whether you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, be sure to drop a subscribe for the homie. Make sure you show love to the campaign by sharing it with a friend and tell them to share it with a friend and share it with a friend. Be sure to check out tsbe.org and join the monthly newsletter that's about to come out at the top of the new year. All the new additions to the campaign, whether it be the visuals on YouTube, the Gas Pack Only Club music blog, new merch drops, new book drops, etc. Everything goes through tsbe.org. So make sure you join that newsletter to be one of the first people to really, be in tune with the campaign. Also, if you haven't done so already, make sure you follow the movement on social media at the Roll Up Podcast on Instagram and Threads. Make sure you follow the Sauce Brady Experience on YouTube. The Season 5 merch collection is available for sale right now. It will be over with on 12/31. And then the Season 6 merch collection starts on January 1st, 2025. So if you're trying to get some exclusive one-on-one type stuff that'll probably never see the light of day again, be sure to head over to the spot in the Sauce Factory and grab you some merch. So now that we got that out of the way, you already know what time it is. Ever since 2008, the MCU has been capturing the hearts of both comic books fanatics and movie buffs around the world. Among the many characters and stories that make them who they are, it's the story of Tony Stark that resonates with me the most. Back when his character was introduced, most would agree that he carried around a braggadocious attitude and that no matter the scenario, he will always find a way to come out on top. Whether it was carrying a nuclear weapon through a hole in New York or stopping Ultron from using the city of Sokovia as a meteor, Mr. Stark never made excuses. Instead, he created solutions. The one moment that I respect the most was the moment that he realized that he was more than his suit and that change needed to be made. He realized that he is more than a weapons dealer that destroyed countries. He realized that Pepper and the idea of starting a family was something he really wanted, but because of the suit, that decision wouldn't be easy. He understood that Thanos got away with wiping out half of humanity and was willing to die to right his wrongs. And at this stage in my life, I feel like it's safe that I quote-unquote compare myself to the likes of Tony Stark. I make light of every situation, no matter how serious it is. I enjoy finding solutions that are both out of the box and extremely effective. I created my own demons and had a kick-ass time in the process. But just like in the movies, as time went on, priorities changed. Mistakes have been made, and it was time to bring restoration to all parties involved. But along with many decisions he's faced, the ultimate decision came down to this one simple question. Was he willing to lay his life on the line to make things right? As we all know, and if you're going to be honest about it, we seen Avengers Endgame when Tony snapped. And, what happened to him happened to him. And if you're going to be real about it, I know you shared a tear as that was happening. Now, look at where you stand with your goals. It's time that we understand that in order for us to get to where we want in life, we got to stop looking for shortcuts and take the path that is going to get us to where we are headed. I've said this earlier in the season, that there aren't many guarantees in life. But If you never do the work required to get to where you want to be, it's guaranteed that you'll never get there. I'm sure you have 1,000,002 reasons why you haven't put the work in towards your goals. I'm sure you also convince yourself that those excuses are valid. This is your reminder that as long as there's breath in your body, it is not over. You may have got declined from that dream job. Dust yourself back off to get active. You've been in your comfort zone, downplaying your potential. It's time to wipe that sleep out of your eyes and stop doubting your abilities. The reason you have the vision is because the good man upstairs knows that you are destined for greatness. He's just waiting for you to wake up and get to work. It doesn't matter what you've done. It doesn't matter what you're going to do. None of that matters if you don't do anything now. None of that matters if you aren't spending your free time contributing to the cause. And as the title of this episode states, it's not over until I win. There's no better time to do what needs to be done than right now. A lot of people think that their time has came and gone. And while life may try its hardest to convince you that it has, I'm here to convince you that it hasn't. You are in control of your destiny. You are in control of the words that you speak over your life. You are in control of how you allow your thoughts to create your experience. If you don't enjoy your experience, it's time to change your thoughts. When you can change your thoughts, you change your actions. When you change your actions, you're moving closer and closer to your desired location. We now have 10 weeks, maybe less, to capitalize on 2024. It's time that we stop feeling sorry for ourselves and get back in the game. Every episode this year has revolved around staying focused on the mission. Because you came too far to give up now. You've gone through too much to get tired now and walk away from all of your hard work. Take it from somebody that has experience in this department. As I mentioned to y'all, maybe earlier this season or in a couple seasons that we've had so far, in 2014, I gave it up. I deleted all of my hard work, erased my presence off social media, and I allowed my circumstances to dictate my life instead of being focused on the goal. I got blessed because when that phone rang for me to start this podcast, I answered the call without hesitation and never looked back. This is your sign that if you've given up on yourself, show yourself some forgiveness and grace. Dust yourself off and give it another shot. Coca-Cola sold 25 gallons their first year. Jeff Bezos started Amazon in his garage. Samuel L. Jackson didn't get his first starring role until he was 40. Same with Viola Davis. Basically, the point I'm getting at is the greatest minds that we look up to, at some point, they made a mess of their life, but had the guts to grind. The dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately. Sometimes we gotta fall on our ass and hit rock bottom, because once you're at the bottom, the only way to go is up. The faster you can get up and get your shit together and put the work in to get to where you want to be, the quicker you are to take action towards your goals. As I end every episode, I believe in you. I believe you are the fastest sperm cell for a reason. What that reason is, that's between you and the Creator. But my advice to you is don't fold to adversity and don't listen to people who never had the guts to chase their dreams. You are a warrior. You are resilient, and most importantly, you are already successful. Align your vision and your purpose with action, and don't be afraid to put it all on the line and watch the magic that follows. So as always, man, that concludes today's episode. If you enjoy what you heard, if you feel inspired to get back up, be sure to drop a comment for the campaign. Be sure to lock in to tsbe.org and stay up to date with the campaign. Make sure you subscribe to that monthly newsletter. Make sure you lock in to the Sauce Factory, to the Spy, grab you some merch. Make sure you follow the campaign on social media at the Roll Up Podcast. And as always, man, make sure you twist something up. Remember to get lifted, stay inspired. It's your boy. Peace.